Hey folks, hey folks, hey folks, welcome in, welcome in. Thank you for joining us here tonight. Glad to have you guys aboard. We got some stuff for you tonight, featuring Terminator Audits. So just want to introduce myself. My name is Reno News Now. I'm the watch commander for Sacramento Community Watch. Next to me is Chief England from Sacramento Community Watch and one of our watchmen, LeviAudits. You can catch all of our channel descriptions down in the comments tab, or I'm sorry, in the description. And let's see here. We do not have anything for housekeeping tonight, folks. So at this point, we're just going to kind of get right into things. Chief England was out last night. You might caught his live stream from last night. It was a banger, man. Oh my gosh. We finally ran back into Tyrant Hoyt. Now, if you guys don't remember Tyrant Hoyt, he was the first officer who arrested Chief England for interference with a public officer when there was no interference. He basically was just asking questions. The guy got out of his car, said, "What, you're interfering? Now you're arrested." It's really stupid. And
you should check out that video.
Yeah, check out that video. We got them linked in. We'll try to get them linked in the descriptions later, guys. But the supervisor came to the jail, looked at Chief's video, and said, "There's no crime here," and basically took him home.
Yeah, he unarrested me, dropped the charges, took me home.
The last that we've heard from Internal Affairs was they finally got their act together and came up with a determination, but would not tell us anything. However, Tyrant Hoyt has a chance to appeal it. So you'll notice Chief England make mention of that appeal in the videos that we're going to feature. Now, the original live stream from last night was about 2 hours, but most of the content was probably within the first 15 to 20 minutes. So we're going to kind of go over that in the beginning this afternoon, and then we're going to get into a video by Terminator Audits. So just want to remind folks to, if you get a chance, like, share, and subscribe. We greatly appreciate it. And we're going to start off with the Hoyt sighting. So this was before he went live. And here we go.
What's up behind you?
Oldenburg.
Love you, ready?
Uh-oh.
What happened?
I don't know.
Oh my goodness. Let me take a look here. I'm sorry, folks. Let me try to remove from.
What's up, Levi, bro?
Uh-oh.
Is that a lawful order?
Yeah.
What in the heck happened here? Small technical difficulties. It is. Keep hitting the wrong button.
Yeah, you can't do that.
What's up behind you?
Oldenburg.
Love you, ready?
Got one covering her nameplate.
She's like, you can't see, you can't see.
Big dog shit. I love you, man. Hey, call me when you can.
What they arrest him for? Give me 1 second, officer. What they arrest him for?
Apparently she.
Mind you, I asked the young lady that was waiting for, that was with the dude that got arrested. I said, "What did they arrest him for?" And the officers just started talking over me. I said, "Give me 1 second, officer." And the girl listened to me and gave me the information. So I thought that was funny.
She was identified for stealing.
For stealing.
Yeah.
Where at?
And he didn't stop when they pulled out the tasers.
Okay.
Do you have a plan for tonight? Do you need help from us at all?
No, you're good.
Okay.
I just came back to answer any more questions that you had.
Oh, well, I appreciate it.
Just came back to answer questions. You don't have to answer questions to the cops.
How you doing, Hoyt?
Alright, good to see you.
Surprised you're not arrested yet
Not yet, man.
from that unlawful order.
Arrested yet?
Huh?
You been arrested yet?
No.
Nice.
I don't get arrested, man, but you should be arrested, though.
Hey, alright, cool, man. Feels like you
Yep.
should too.
This is Christian Hoyt here.
Oh, did you hear what he said? You should be arrested too.
Yeah,
What a freaking tyrant.
yeah.
This man deprived you of your rights under color of law, which is a felony in Nevada, and yet he's still wearing that shield and gun.
Yep, he's acting so arrogant, so confident that what he did was not right, but yet he's going through an appeal.
Bum, bum, bum. And the lawsuit is coming.
He is a bum.
Yeah, he's got ego.
Bum
Big
bum
ego.
bitty bitty bum bum.
Oh, I need to grab that clip now for audio from my stream deck for you ought to be arrested too. To play along with
He's a dirty pantyhose cop.
YouTube video. Do you see the color that I am?
that was Tony the Tyrant, folks, but we got to get that clip for him now. You ought to be arrested too. See, that's premeditated, folks. Premeditated.
He unlawfully arrested me.
Hi.
Yep. Say hi to YouTube. Your comments on YouTube, man? They tore your ass up,
I
huh?
don't watch that stuff.
Yeah, you do. You do. You going through your appeal
I
right
didn't
now?
realize that you knew better than me and what I do.
Oh, okay. Yeah, because you're.
Well, you know what, officer? You seem to know better than everybody else does when it comes to your job. Like interfering with a police officer. Yeah. Chief England knew better than you. He told you interference was a physical act and you still acted on it. So he does know your job better than you tyrant.
What a dirtbag. What a dirtbag piece of shit police officer that he is. Dirtbag piece of shit. Raggedy and ugly.
I can't wait till he get that 30 days is up and he has that chance to appeal so we can find out what exactly he got slapped on the hand for.
You're a shitty police officer, that's why.
You know what I do.
Yeah,
because...
I do.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, you're a shitty police officer.
You know what I do. You know what I do. Yes, I do know. I know it way better than you.
We know everything you do, tyrant, because it's called FOIA. We can pull every single record that you have ever generated, every single traffic stop, every single body cam if we want to, and watch your tyrant ass do its tyrant things. So yes, we have the ability to know what you're doing.
I know
Yeah,
his
we'll
family.
highlight you again, man, as many times as we need to.
Nice.
Yep. You going through your appeal right
Are
now?
you hearing voices right now?
Say what?
Are you hearing voices right now? You said we.
You going through in your appeal right now?
I'm trying to figure out.
I'm talking about your appeal.
You said you're.
What about your
are you
appeal?
hearing voices in your head.
What about your appeal?
You need help with something right now?
What about your appeal?
I don't understand what you're asking.
Oh,
right now,
okay.
but I do understand that you're hearing.
Yeah,
voices.
your lieutenant told me that you're going through an appeal right now through your
I don't know
department.
anything about that.
Oh, you don't? Okay. Cool. What a punk police officer you are, huh?
Anything I can help you with?
No. You're just
Remember
going to be
that?
a shitty officer. Yeah.
Remember that? Anything I can help you with? He said that before he arrested me on the last one. The same exact look on his face is what he had right there.
He is not a public servant. He is a tyrant.
He's a
Tyrant,
shitty ass
tyrant,
police
tyrant.
officer. You can't say it any better.
We're done here. Let's go.
Yeah.
Let's go.
Yeah, get your bitch ass on.
You hear her? That's Miss Nameplate. That was going like this. She said, "All right, we're done here." And then she calls me out by my first name walking past, even though she covered her nameplate. I FOIA requested it, so it doesn't matter. We'll get it.
And we already have her name and salary. We just got to figure out who she is.
Yep, her last name. Yep.
Yep.
Good seeing you, bud.
You too, man. So this is that tyrant shit bag right here that unlawfully arrested me. That's okay. You'll be sued.
And in typical
Pretty
Reno
quickly.
PD fashion, the
How you doing,
cameras
man?
come out and they buckle and
Pretty
bounce.
good. Pretty good.
Yeah, the other officer, I have respect for him.
Yep. You gonna unlawfully arrest me again? You haven't learned the law yet, huh?
Look at him.
What a bitch.
He looks so stupid, dude. He looks
What a
so
shitty
I
cop.
think he's cute or something.
Put your seatbelt on, punk. There he is, guys.
So wherever they skirted him off to for the past 2 years, apparently he didn't make it, and apparently they put him back out onto the downtown streets again.
Right.
It's just
Ridiculous.
Just horrible.
That's Reno police for you.
Hey, so I'm gonna go ahead and put in the live stream here, folks. I need to step away real quick to check on a family member. I'm probably going to be doing that quite a bit as we go through this, but I am listening and I will be back. So here we go.
Where's the crime scene tape at?
I will put up crime scene tape.
Okay, do that first. And get your supervisor out. Guys, this is Christian Hoyt with the Reno Police Department.
Flat booty ass.
Alpha 228 radio.
Radio.
People, I have Tyrant Christian Hoyt here on scene. Give me unlawful orders to step back.
Copy that. Hoyt. Being a tyrant.
Oh, it's sticking out his car. Sticking out like all the way. Did you feel like you got
Dirt bag, man. Straight up dirt bag. Shitty.
Big time.
He thinks he's so fucking tough with that gun and badge and uniform on.
Oh yeah, guys, we know this guy right here. Infamous.
It's easy. Thank you.
Shut up, man. Don't even say nothing to me. Shut your punk ass up. You're a tyrant. You're a tyrant. You're a tyrant and a bitch. Shut the fuck up. You're a tyrant and you're a bitch. You're a tyrant and you're a bitch.
Out of the way.
You're a tyrant and you're a bitch. You're a tyrant and you're a bitch. You're a tyrant and you're a bitch. We don't have respect for you punk ass bitches. Especially you.
Damn, who cussing him out like that?
Tyrant ass bitch. You don't know what the fuck a lawful order is.
Here comes the sergeant. He like, uh-oh.
Reno PD hires anybody. That includes your punk ass. No disrespect to you, brother. But this man right here, he unlawfully arrested me, and he's a bitch. He doesn't know what a lawful order is. I don't have no respect for him. And you should have been fired and arrested already, you punk bitch. It's funny your sergeant had to come back to the jail and pick me up, huh? And unarrest me for your unlawful arrest.
Tell him.
It's your punk ass.
He's not talking to you. It's okay.
Now I'm talking to this chick right here.
You fuck, bro.
Them raggedy ass shoes he got on. Dry ass, ashy ass, fucking cheap ass shoes his punk ass got on.
I'm here recording for your safety, bro. I'm talking to the police officer right now. I addressed the police.
I don't fucking trauma as a bitch. Dude, I don't fucking trauma as a bro. Man, I'll fuck you up myself, dog.
This guy right here. Yeah, this is Hoyt right here, guys.
He's not talking to you. He's
Hoyt.
That's not me.
He ain't got no kid.
Christian Hoyt right here with the Reno Police Department. He unlawfully arrested me. And his sergeant had to come out to the jail and unarrest me.
I'm not. Just please stop talking. You're pissing him off. Okay? Please.
I'm not going to stop exercising my rights for him.
Right.
Okay?
Wow.
Take your work elsewhere.
He's not talking to you. It's okay.
We can't take him anywhere yet. He's detained.
I'm watching this chick right here who unlawfully arrested me.
But I'm not the sergeant that was involved in it.
And then he's telling, yeah, talk to him. Why did he come out to the jail and unarrest me? Because this bitch right here doesn't know what a lawful order is. That's
Okay.
why.
You're rude, right?
When was this?
Yeah, hell yeah.
Ask Hoyt.
But hey,
I'm surprised you didn't even hear about it.
I don't know. No.
And then he says that he's not going through an appeal. That's okay, because I'm going to refile next week, early next week. I'm going to make sure you lose your badge and your gun, you dumb bitch. How about that? Put me in jail for 5.5 hours because you don't know what NRS 171.1233 is. You don't know what the First Amendment is. Because I recorded your punk ass sitting in your fucking car.
You guys need him? You need him? You guys can go.
Yeah, disappear, bitch.
Sergeant told him, "You guys
Disappear,
can go."
ghost. I hope you lose your fucking job. It's your punk ass.
Hey, man, can you just not yell at him?
I'm gonna yell at him.
Well,
I'm gonna yell at him every single fucking time I see his punk
I
ass.
understand you're upset.
I hope that you lose your fucking job.
This guy that just is intoxicated and needs
I
to go to the
understand.
hospital is starting to get super upset. Because
Yeah, he's perfectly fine, man. I'm watching that trick right there. Hey, man, I wouldn't even be riding with him, man. He's gonna teach you some terrible shit, man. Fucking terrible.
I get it, man. I get you upset.
Yeah, I'm gonna refile my lawsuit Monday.
Okay, like I said, I don't know what you're talking about, but we're just trying to make sure this guy.
He's a fucking tyrant. He's a tyrant. He doesn't know what a fucking lawful order is.
I'm not arguing with you about that. I'm just saying this guy's getting super upset now. Because he's hearing you yelling, he thinks you're yelling at
I
him.
mean, he's
I
nothing.
understand.
He thinks you're calling him a
Right.
cholo.
He's intoxicated.
Yeah, he thinks you're calling him a child molester. So
Man,
now he's getting super pissed off.
Man,
I totally
BS.
understand.
So I know.
he thinks you're calling him a child molester, dude.
That's some BS. No.
Back back. I give props to this sergeant here. I think it was Frederick. I think Sergeant. I don't really remember, but yeah, I give him props. He was trying to de-escalate the situation. He said he seen how upset I was with Hoyt's bitch raggedy ass being there with his no chin. But yeah, you guys seen it first. You want to watch some more of it? A little bit more of it? You got no audio.
I'm sorry. I was wanting to make a comment and I forgot I had it muted at my mic here. One thing I was wanting to say is you forgot that, and we kind of forgot, and I forgot to mention it to you during the live stream, was you should have arrested him. You could have placed him under citizen's arrest for felony deprivation of rights under color of law. And then on top of that, NRS 171.1233, and then have the supervisor effect the arrest.
So we're talking about Reno Police Department. They don't do transparency and accountability.
Yeah, no, I know. And
they don't know.
Again, it would have been a symbolic arrest. We wouldn't, when we say arresting a police officer, we never I want to put this out there. We never intend to put hands on an active duty police officer, even if they are off duty. Just want to point that out there. Anything that we do, it would be symbolic, saying you are under citizen's arrest and, let's get the process going. But, yeah, they let a felon get away. That guy, when he puts the flashlight in the cop's face, the laughing emoji, love it. Yes, we love it when.
That's what they do to us. So, shit.
Gotta give them a taste of their own medicine somehow.
Right, exactly. It's not playing from my end. Can you play it from your end? It's not playing. What's going on with it? Jacob? Is he frozen?
I was gonna say he froze. Did we lose him?
Hell, I don't know. I can't even get this thing to play anymore because okay, he dropped out. So
Dang.
So sorry about that, folks, but he was the one who was controlling the videos and what was playing next. There he goes. What happened?
Oh, I'm sorry, folks. Somehow my internet connection dropped out from underneath me.
Oh, that was because of the horse trusty ass.
So, yeah, we're just going to go ahead and continue on. We're going to go ahead with Tyrant Terminator then, folks. I apologize about that.
Well, you guys can view the full live stream video. Go to our live stream section and view the video. It's a lot on there. You don't want to miss it.
Yeah, it's fire, but we were just wanting to point out Hoyt. That's what we were wanting to do on that one, folks. So. But now for a feature presentation featuring Tyrant Terminator, folks.
Stay tuned, folks. But I'm still here.
Yo, what's good, GTA fam? Back at y'all with another one. Man, today we at the public library. We're just getting ready to see if they respect our rights to record in public, to make sure our rights are not infringed on by anyone at any time. Let's go see. One of their classrooms.
So folks, just like to point out that he's at Albany Park Library in Chicago, Illinois.
Yeah, they got some stuff over here.
Link to the original video is in the description, folks.
Some Legos or something. What's going on, man? I'm sorry? Yeah, I'm just getting some shots right quick. That's cool, right? No. They told you I couldn't?
You can't be in this room.
Why not? Occupied. I'm pretty sure we can. Yeah, just the door was open, so usually when they say stuff like that, the doors be like locked. But there's. Yeah, I mean, if it was restricted, they have a sign up that says.
It's not restricted. You just have to,
book it. Yeah, I know they done told me that before, but long as it's open to the public at normal times, we.
all right, you just have to come out here.
I am. I'm just gonna take the rest of these shots right here. That's cool, right? What's your name, man?
I'm security.
I know. What's your name?
Security.
So you don't want to give me your name?
Yeah, I don't.
Why not? You engaged me, man. Why can't you give me your name?
Yeah, for the security.
Yeah, I know, but I'm not doing anything.
Not in the room. I'm protecting the room.
Man, maybe you should probably holler at the manager or something, because they probably know that what I'm doing, I'm good to go. You probably just don't know.
What you doing?
Just coming in and documenting. That's it. I see a young man right there. I don't know if he's the supervisor right there. I'm not really sure, but he's definitely looking. Oh, that's the supervisor? I don't think so. I don't think he will. I think he knows more than you. Respectfully. Yeah. So once I'm done, then I'll leave. I'm not gonna leave right now. No, what?
No, you have to leave out of the room.
Yeah. Okay, let me see. Here go this young man right here. How you doing today, sir? Are you like the supervisor? Yeah. Okay, great. I kind of figured you were. I'm trying to explain to the security guy here that what I'm doing today is just documenting the library, the entire library. And I see obviously you guys got some nice stuff in this room, and I just want to document it. I'm not going to spend my entire time in this room, but I do want to be able to record it. That's what I was trying to tell you. He said the same thing, but I'm pretty sure I can.
No, you can't.
Why not?
Because it's their own privacy. They can film parts of the building if you like, but you can't film people.
Yeah, what's your name, sir?
I'm John.
John. So that really, I understand what you're trying to say, but that.
In a whole building full of books, these people don't know what their role is in the government. It just makes absolutely no sense.
Disappointed.
There's no privacy in public. Like, I don't get
Well,
it.
libraries have to create privacy for people. So yeah, if they want people to have privacy, that's what the little reading rooms are for. That's where the computer labs are for, the little thing, but if it's out in the public, guess what? It's public.
Doesn't make any sense. I understand, but it doesn't make any sense that I can film anything in the building except people. The people are a part of the building.
We personally have a disclaimer. Film people, we have to have them sign a form.
But that's you guys, not the general
It
public.
is the general public too, yes, because this is our building. So there are people.
This is our building.
I'm respectfully, John, I understand what you're saying, but there's no expectation to privacy in public at all.
Well, they're in this building, so they have an expectation that we have policies for them to protect them. Yes.
But this.
Correction, sir. It's our building, not yours. You guys are just leasing it.
That and the policies only apply to people who work for the library, or certain policies apply when you sign policy form when you get a library card and you go check out a book. But other than that, the policies don't apply to members of the public Laws do, folks. So, their policy that you can't record is absolutely bupkis whenever the First Amendment trumps it. Again, folks, First Amendment is a trump card. It trumps all laws and all policies the government may make. They cannot make one that is unlawful.
Yep. So take your little Converse and disappear.
Yep.
So why you got to consider an argument because we disagreeing, John? That's not an argument.
I just want to keep talking like this.
Okay, cool.
The patrons have a right to their privacy when they're in this building.
I don't.
No,
think
they don't.
I just think you're misinformed. We can agree to disagree.
You can agree to disagree. Yeah.
For sure.
But you have to come out of here because it's not public space either.
It is public space.
If it's accessible to the public,
It's public space.
it's a public space. If
Come on, dude. You're looking bad for your agency.
If this library wanted to restrict the space, they have to make sure it's locked. They have proper signage that says you must reserve this space in the future, and otherwise no access is allowed. That's the whole thing with the government, folks, is they have to have it in writing in plain view. That way, when any member of the public comes up to it, they can understand that that is not publicly accessible. And I don't know if you've ever watched Blind Justice, I think he goes by. He's an auditor, and he walked into a restricted area that was wide open, and he didn't know it was restricted because he's blind. Folks, a blind auditor. Come on. It's just one of those things. You got to make sure you let people know, even if they have disabilities, that this is not a public space. Lock the door.
Yeah, so I understand, like, if I was going to throw an event or something like that, I'm just in here to take pictures, sir. So I don't need to rent the room to take pictures. I've been through this numerous of different times. I know exactly what I'm doing.
Take your pictures and then come on out.
I'm definitely going to. I just don't want to be rushed, respectfully.
You need to take a chill pill.
Huh? I'd rather not get into a lot of questionnaire type of questions, but I just want to be able to do what I can do and be unbothered by while I'm doing it. That's it.
Right.
Same thing I was trying to tell this young man.
Taking pictures and then come on out.
I'm definitely going to. Definitely going to. Ah, man. Oh, man. They was just you have to, and see, that's just the TTA family. Like I say, man, you got all this nice stuff the kids to put together, man, these Legos. And why wouldn't people want to see this? But that just be it, TTA family. If you think about it, the security guy, he came as soon as, we can narrate at the end, man, but more of the same. More of the same, TTA.
More of the same bullshit, huh, TTA?
But it is what it is, man. Y'all make sure y'all stay tuned. Hey, TTA fan, I'm sitting there taking pictures. I guess they're going to watch me, man. I guess they're going to watch me. Security, yeah, the security fella.
Afro, boy. Woo!
He told you to watch me? You the supervisor?
I'm just
Supervising me? Oh wow, man! I feel singled out, man. It's supposed to be. I mean, because race.
Yeah, you said singled out.
Oh, so in order to be singled out, it has to be. That's correct. It has nothing to do with race being singled out. I'm being singled out because I'm exercising freedoms right now.
Yep.
So you feel what I'm saying? Huh? No, I'm not done, man. Like I said, I don't want to be rushed out of here, man.
Hey, his Nikes is clean though.
Just for me. It's just for me. Educational purposes. Who am I? Just some guy, man. It's just something. I actually, your name, you said security.
He's a First Amendment auditor, the bane of all security guards.
He's your supervisor. Tyrant Terminator is your supervisor, and everybody else who works there is supervisor.
He is the public. Oh, right. And Hoyt doing that whole. Do you hear voices for you going we?
Yeah,
we the people. He just doesn't get it, does he?
Nope.
Oh my gosh.
Slow, crusty, short with a short chin. Slow. That's what we get with Reno Police Department. Surprise.
So what's your name? Okay. Well, no, that ain't your name tag, man. Come on, man. I don't want to tell you, man.
Man, how you asking for?
I don't want to tell you.
Come on, Afro Thunder. How are you asking for somebody's name and you walk around with them damn Nikes on? Like, you look suspicious as hell. Did they ask you to get his name or something?
The worst part is
Who the hell are you?
Oh shit! That was a good one right there. Yeah.
That's the bigger question is,
Who the hell are you?
You know, I usually do once you know if like the person I'm talking to is being respectful and forthcoming. Then I will, but you didn't want to tell me, so it's all good. I mean, you got a right not to tell me, I guess. Yeah. You want to go check? You want to see yourself? Oh, they're gonna get you in the comments, man. Oh, you got tough skin. Oh, okay. Yeah, I got you, man. I got you before I book on out of here, man.
They're gonna get you in the comments, man.
Man, you can tell these kids, man, they really put a lot of thought into these designs, man.
yeah,
Definitely tell.
Oh, nice.
these are really nice.
Yeah, this is stuff that the people would want to see.
This is stuff that kids worked hard on and did things for, and you're going to tuck it away into a meeting room where nobody can see it and get access to it. This should be
like, man.
This should be something that should be on display out in the main lobby, folks. Come on. I mean,
Yeah, this artwork is awesome.
You know, little kids are doing this. This is great. You got to subscribe. Kids create. You got to give a shout out to kids' creativity, folks. Come on. You can't just hide it away in a meeting room that nobody has access to. Just shameful.
Right there. Then you got another display over here.
Oh, there's even more.
Helicopters. That's dope, man.
What was the theme behind this?
Look, the boat. I like that.
Was
It's
it?
cool.
It looks. There's a train there. It looks
You
like.
got the security trying to monitor us, man. I think that's kind of
Security ain't no damn
unnecessary,
security.
but-
There ain't no security.
Security is an illusion.
He's
Allied
trying
secu-
to- Dude, you got Nikes on. Security, that's not even the uniform. You're disrespectful to the man.
To paraphrase Hitchhiker's Guide to the Galaxy, security is an illusion. Allied security, doubly so.
Yeah, exactly. Bye-bye.
Oh, y'all had some events? Y'all had some events that occurred.
You know,
here?
you know what's so funny? As far as the security is concerned, even if there was a threat or somebody there, causing issues, what can he do?
Right. He
So it's
Observe and report.
Right.
Yeah. He don't even look like a security guard at all.
No, he doesn't. His whole, no. His posture is no. Maybe at Target, no. Petco, maybe? I don't know.
Oh, really? Let me ask you this. Okay, I can understand. When those events occurred, whatever someone however did they have a camera while they was doing it? No. So you get where I'm going with that?
It doesn't matter for a camera for anything to happen.
It does, though.
No, it doesn't.
Because think about it. All I'm in here
I want
doing.
to have a point of view of me doing something wrong.
Yeah.
Dude, your uniform shirt's not even buttoned all the way to the top. I mean, it doesn't have to be, but I mean,
I'm not one to rate froze, but that one looks like a mess.
that's the Goku version. You remember?
Oh, he thinks he's all Super Saiyan?
Yeah, just come on, man. He was picking my afro used to look like that too. So afros is difficult to deal with. Like a whole
Nobody's
beast of
going to do that, right? You agree?
I don't understand. I don't know you.
I'm just saying, no one's going to film themselves.
You don't know that. It's billions of people that does that, right?
I mean, I hear you, man. But you guys see today, I'm
That guy, Toys R Us, exactly.
not doing nothing wrong. Why would that be a problem? You know
Make him
what I mean?
security at Toys R Us.
Right. Go Pikachu.
Well, I didn't barge in. I mean, respectful barging sounds like you kind of breached.
You say, oh, if it's not locked, I can open this door and go inside out.
That's true.
Exactly.
Especially by being public property, sir. Of course we can.
There's no barging into places. You are
Oh yeah.
putting 20s on 10s, as Chief says. You're putting 10s on 20s. 10s on 20s. You're trying to make things.
But you can't handle all that.
You're making things worse than they actually are. It would be a difference if he was in there throwing chairs around, making a disturbance. But all he is a man in the camera, just wanting to peacefully record inside of a room.
You can't even do that.
And you can't even give him the peace to record. You have to sit there and berate and belittle him and give him all kinds of BS just because he's sitting there trying to do his job, and you're claiming you're trying to do your job.
Hey, he's
you're
a
horrible
security
at
guard.
your job.
You respect his authority as a security guard, all right?
What authority?
Zero.
It's public property. It's public property.
Private room.
But it's public property.
This is a private room.
Okay, who owns the room?
Chicago.
And
Who
who owns
owns it?
Chicago?
Chicago.
The people. Come on, man. You was doing good, man. Now you know the people own the city of Chicago.
Missed it by that much.
Chicago
Yeah.
the government, man.
Okay, so what are you doing this for?
Man, educational purposes, man. So when people see this video, they'll know the rights they have. Even for you, like right now, I'm giving you an education that
Yeah.
You can't just walk into
Yeah, think about it.
acknowledge
Think about it.
you can, though. You can. There's
a
no.
lot of people in trouble, bro.
Oh no, I won't get nobody in trouble because think about it. The sign, it has to be a sign at this door that says restricted, and then I would know not to come
It's
in.
not a restricted
Yep.
room.
I know it's not.
Private, bro. So it's like,
It's only private when you until you book it, right? Okay, so okay, cool. So if I book this room for an event, then it's mine. But I can just come in and take pictures without booking it. Your manager just said it, so you see, I was like, go ahead.
and he said, hurry, come out.
Huh? I couldn't understand.
Hurry and then come out.
Yeah, definitely going to. I was just we having a dialogue. I understand the dialogue that we're having.
What kind of job is you out here though? So we can't just stay in here.
Yeah, he came in here on his own accord.
Who is that?
Absolutely not. So
Did you get what you needed to film?
kind of, sort of, yeah, I did. So what I was doing, I'm just want to give you a briefing on what I was doing. I was taking a picture of the last display of the Legos, and this guy was in the window, kind of monitoring me, for a lack of a better word. And I just think that's unnecessary. Like you said, he got a job to do.
Yeah, okay, yeah. You were taking a video of the Legos from outside.
No, right there, standing right there.
Oh, you just walked into the room?
Yeah.
Yeah, well, I'm just gonna tell you, just for further notice.
Okay.
To use the room, there's a form that we have people fill out. So feel free to fill that form out.
Okay.
They can submit it to me and then I'll approve it, and if you wanna come into the room.
And that's to book the room, correct?
He doesn't want to use the room. He just wants to come in there and document the room. It's not using the room. There's a difference between using the room and accessing the room and just documenting the room. You know, come on, folks.
Come on, dude. You should already know
The
that.
room, or if you wanna use the room, ask them
Crazy.
to reference that so we know who's in this room.
That's correct. So what I'm doing today is not considered to be booked or using. I'm just in here taking photos. That's it.
Yeah, but
Right.
you have to ask somebody that works here before you just walk into it.
Well, you know what you should do? And it's John again, right? So what you guys should do, like I was trying to inform you,
Some
man.
of these doors would be locked.
Yeah, look, I was just on my way there. You see how you beat me there, John.
Program going on here, so the librarian's got to set things up in here. So
Okay, because I'm just saying that's how you restrict it, though, by locking the door.
yes.
For sure.
Likely yes.
Okay, so yeah, I'm gonna go around and I got all my photos. I was
Take images of anything you want in the building. Like I said, just do not include people. And then
see, John, now that's a toughie there.
Again, you know, missing it by that much. You know, oh, that's too low. I got to get a better version of that one.
Because
No, it's not tough.
because the people are in the building and we still have a right to take a picture of it. Well, we the people, sir. That's when I refer to we.
You don't. You really don't have a right to do that.
What makes you think not, sir? I mean,
Because they're in this building as an expectation of privacy. They're here using this building and they don't expect to be
Wow.
by anybody or
No,
anything
dude.
put out there in the public.
okay, so let me ask you, John, are you guys
Why are we
recording?
arguing?
Again, it's not an argument, it's just a disagreement. Are you guys recording right now? This public library? I'm just
I'm not
asking.
recording anything.
I'm saying this building. Are we being
Yeah,
on?
for security purposes, sure.
Okay, then. So come on, how does that make sense, John? Come on now.
We
You
don't
guys
see-
can
I don't
record
see
them.
the security film.
You guys can record them, but we can't. Now, come on, John.
And John, it's called FOIA. We can FOIA those security tapes, so then way everybody who is in your building, we have documentation on it. And it's not just for security; it's FOIA too.
Come on, John.
If you record them, I'm gonna have to call the police.
Well, I mean, you got to do what you got to do. I'm definitely going to record whatever my eyes can see. I mean, if you want, that's unnecessary, but if you got to, you got to. It is what it is.
And I still don't understand this, people. Why do people call the police for something that is not
An
illegal?
emergency.
Again, folks, we stress this so much here on the Sacramento Community Watch Network and in Reno News Now that you only call the police for an emergency or somebody breaking the law. You do not call 911 because somebody's filming in the public library. You call a ambulance. You know, don't call feelings enforcement. Jeez, this guy needs some butthurt cream, you know.
Some more water.
He said, John said, if I record people, he's going to have to go. Oh, man, this might be
Water and a Midol.
a whole nother Lego display, man. I was a little kid. I used to like that.
Oh, see, here's some more of the Legos.
Beautiful, man. But yeah, John said he's going to call the laws, and I just think that's unnecessary, man. But it is what it is, TTA family, man. Y'all make sure y'all stay tuned. Just like a staff-only area right here.
Oh, man.
Oh, this guy, man. Look at this guy, man. Oh, my living God. I guess so, man. That's the one thing you do. Create your own privacy. You're right. Shutting the door was beautiful. I understand. No, I say staff only. That's why I didn't enter.
Even if it did say staff only, if the door is open and you can't see that sign, people are still going to walk in there. If you don't want people in there, close the door and keep the sign that says staff only. Better yet, lock it and put a buzz badge on it.
Yep, restricted area.
I guess
restricted access.
Mr. Jonathan says he's going to call the laws on us. So it is what it is, man. Make sure y'all stay tuned. I'm sorry?
You have to leave the building.
I have to leave it for what?
You're recording people on the building.
Sir, I'm recording whatever my...
Just because you ask does not mean that we have to comply. We can refuse your request because it's not what, Chief England?
It's not lawful.
It's not a lawful order.
Eyes can see. Why am I being continuously harassed? My goodness alive, man. What's wrong with these people, man? Oh, my living God, man. Lord help us. He's closing his door, man. He wants a private conversation, but he's going to dial 911, so we're going to be able to get the conversation anyway, but it's crazy, man.
Security standing by, ain't he?
Big time.
Guys, make sure you stay tuned.
I copy.
That guy, I call the jail if need police for non-emergencies. Yeah, again, folks, if it's a non-emergency, if it's something like this, you should call the non-emergency number for the police. I guess in your county, it would be the jail. You know, for our county, it would be the sheriff's office. But again, we got police, you know, the sheriff's office in the jail here in Washoe County in Nevada. But yeah, I mean, you just call the non-emergency number, folks. If you got something like this, you shouldn't be, I bet you this guy was stupid enough to call 911. You do not call 911. Those folks, that number is supposed to be for emergencies, life and death emergencies, or somebody committing a violent crime, or, you know, but if it's a non-violent crime, you know, call non-emergency, folks, you know, like, oh, there's some stupid car parked in my driveway, or I didn't get my cheeseburger at McDonald's. Please don't care about your cheeseburger at McDonald's, folks. You know, just, you know when to call the police, and don't be a Karen about it, folks, like this Darren.
And then we still got the security guy, man. This guy right here still monitoring us, man, you know. I guess the camera to them is like weapons of mass destruction, man. It just told.
Oh, it looks like Tyrant Terminator might be in the house. Overturn Terry versus Ohio. Yes, definitely. Definitely.
At least terrified of a camera, man. But it is what it is, man. Y'all stay tuned.
Why does it sound like that, brother?
Yeah. For me, obviously. So, how you doing today?
Oh.
Officer Bednar, you're being audibly visually recorded, okay?
Appreciate that.
So what's going on?
Well, the Jonathan, the manager there, branch manager,
Why do they always stop? Well, no, he stopped her, I guess, in a way.
said, since I've been here, House, a
I'll
lot of
go
things
get
that I
on that.
can't do that I know I can, like record in public. He's telling me I can't do it. I can't record people. You know, just a bunch of more of the same.
They told me that too at the library.
Here he is here. See,
Just walk around, says this is right to film. Give it to him. Can't film.
Alright, so you feel like it's a public place, you can't
Correct.
film, you just can't.
Oh, he wasn't TTA, folks. Just looked at his channel.
wasn't doing that.
Okay, because you don't know what they're working on. I don't know.
What'd
if
you
it's
say?
private.
Wasn't doing that
I
at all.
understand it's a public.
James, the Tyrant Terminator, was not TTA, James, thank you. Yes, we need to overturn Terry v. Ohio. We also need to overturn probable cause, folks. Or not probable cause, qualified immunity. We need to turn over qualified immunity.
So why is his name James Tyrant Terminator?
That's just the channel that he put out there. I mean, anybody can make any.
Right,
like
but why
that,
would it be that?
I know.
Why would it be an auditor's exact name? That don't even make sense, but whatever. It's kind of
There could be other. There could be other Tyrant Terminators. We can Reno Tyrant Terminator or something like that.
But James is his name though.
Yeah. So
That don't make sense.
So,
Suspicious.
Not in public, sir.
Yes, this is a library, and people are coming out activating.
Not in public, sir. I do this. Trust me. I know exactly.
if they wanted privacy, they would go to a private library. This is a public library, and there are very few private libraries in America. Most libraries are public libraries, and most government officials do not know the difference between public and private, such as this, Darren.
There's a private room right there.
I do these all over. I know precisely what I'm doing.
Sir, so I understand it's a public place. You have a right to film.
That's right.
Okay? So I understand that's the law. But at this point in time, the manager does want you to leave.
I know, but I'm not doing anything illegal.
So I understand. So yeah, so you're not doing illegal by recording people in a public place?
That's correct.
Okay?
Plus, I need to file a FOIA with this department as well.
Yeah, so I understand. But at this point in time, the manager is asking you to leave.
Yeah, but
So?
the thing about it, officer,
He has no authority.
That's not no authority that anybody would have to pay attention to.
Public officials do not have the authority to ask you to leave a public place.
That's worth 2 stickers and a gummy bear. I mean, I don't know what that's supposed to mean.
So, but it's just one of those things that they can only ask you to leave a public place if you've committed another crime. That's the only way you can get trespassed from public property, folks. And it's funny that the police don't realize that as well.
you can't ask me to leave if I haven't committed a crime, because then it'll be
He's
discriminatory.
the manager.
Right.
He can ask you to leave.
If I'm committing a crime, he can't.
So any place can ask you.
We follow the law, sir. We follow the law.
Not policy.
Right.
Probably so, yeah. Sergeant, yeah, that'd be beautiful.
You want a sergeant?
Yeah, because obviously you guys are here trying to enforce
we're not saying you can't record.
I understand, but what
So
I'm
then
saying
why would he
is
have to
this
leave?
officer's almost trying to get into. I can tell she's
doesn't make no
fishing
damn
for
sense.
trespass at this point, and that would be illegal and a violation of my rights. And I
Well,
don't.
the manager doesn't want you here anymore, though.
Yeah, but for what reason? I didn't commit a crime. This is public property.
And what is want, folks? What is want? A feeling. A feeling. So are you a law enforcement officer or are you a feelings enforcement officer? Because at this point you're acting more like a feelings enforcement officer.
Make up your mind.
Just because the manager in a public capacity wants him to leave doesn't mean he gets that right to ask him to leave. It just
You can't trespass me from public property if I didn't do anything illegal, sir. I have a right to do it.
Yes. Let's just get it
Yeah. Sergeant will be beautiful.
that's probably the best thing he said all day.
And your name and badge number, officer?
He already asked for one.
You asked for him?
Your name and badge number, officer?
Romero 18138.
Appreciate it. Officer, your name and badge number, sir?
I'm sorry?
Your name and badge number?
East New York 15723.
Appreciate it, sir. You, sir? Thanks a lot.
You see, you always call 15 officers for one dude.
That's a lot of time.
I mean, they're just hanging out and looking and
so.
They've got nothing better to do. Like they're solving actual crimes or actually road pirating at this point.
You're not willing to listen, sir?
I'm listening.
Oh, okay. Okay. So what I'm saying is, if I haven't committed a crime,
Right now, you're trespassing.
how am I trespassing, sir?
They don't want you here.
For what crime, though? You have to. The only way you can trespass is if I commit a crime here.
So,
Do you
the
get what-
manager doesn't want you here, bro.
For what
You've
reason?
broken the rules.
broken the rules.
Wow. The authority that they think they have is unreal. It doesn't matter if it's a supervisor somewhere, security, or the cops. They all feel like they have this authority to tell you what they
Imaginary
want.
authority.
Yeah.
I'm a Power Ranger, so like.
It's just so silly. I mean, again, the police don't know the difference between public and private property and whether or not they can or cannot trespass somebody. Again, they just go with the elementary school definition. They don't want you here, so therefore you have to go. Which works in 95% of what they do when they deal with public or private property, like Walmart and Target and, CVS, Costco, where people are throwing a shit fit because they didn't get their Egg McMuffin. Yeah, that's what can happen. You can be trespassed because the manager doesn't want you there. But because this is a public place, folks, again, this is a public place owned by the public, the management does not get that privilege. It just does not work that way. And you can't use trespassing as a way to trespass somebody for trespassing in public. It's an illogical loop. Like, you can't get ID for failure to ID. It just makes no sense. You can't arrest somebody for failure to ID when you have no crime other than failure to ID.
Record according to them?
Where did you get the eating from?
So you're eating or something?
No, he said I was walking around.
Oh, I don't know. I wasn't,
Yeah, not
I
eating.
wasn't
No,
here.
no, of course
Eating.
not.
I don't know. I wasn't here. I don't know what's going on. You're trespassing because they don't want you here, but I don't know what's going on.
No investigation, huh?
No investigation. They're taking a word of another public official, somebody who gets another paycheck from the city just like them, and they're taking their word over the public's because guess what? They're in the government club.
Terrible.
They all get that paycheck from the city. So it's that whole back the blue line thing. That blue line has a tinge of gray to it. The gray is the government entity complex. So yeah, they're going to listen to their government officials, the other government officials that that are in that same boat and get that same paycheck, and just take their word over theirs and not do a proper investigation, not look into the law, not look into case law whenever it's being spoon-fed by the auditor. It's just so stupid. You see this in every auditing video, just about.
Eating.
Well, just letting you know if that happens.
I mean, if it happens, then it's gonna come.
Oh, and James, the Tyrant Terminator, aren't you a man? If so, walk up and question the individual. And if you are a concerned citizen, yeah, that's what you do, is you go up and talk to them, find out what's going on, and you keep an open mind. You just don't go, you gotta get out of here.
Come down to you guys' department and everybody involved.
Be up to that person, whoever shows up.
Okay, for sure. We'll see, man. Hopefully my rights won't be violated today. Yeah. We'll see. I do these all over.
Do you have a library card?
No.
No?
You don't need one.
You don't need one?
To enter the building? No, of course not.
Oh, I don't know. I don't have a library card.
What? You don't know nothing, dude.
Yeah, you don't need a library card to come inside the library. You know that, don't you?
You don't know nothing. Look, you sleep.
It's been some years.
You sleep on the counter like, man, I'm ready to get the fuck up out of here.
That's
This shit hella boring, hella old.
Usually a library, you don't need a library card, folks. You can just walk into a library and you can use the library resources. If you're wanting to, do some research, you could just walk into a library and do research. You don't have to have a library card. That card is for checking out books. And it's basically an agreement between you and the library at that point. You are then setting up policy to where you are required to return that book after a certain period of time, or video, or whatever you're checking out. But at this point, if it's a public library, anybody from the public can come in and use the computer, using the computer. You might need a library card for, because they want to track and monitor, if anybody is being a PDF file, if you know what I mean, but just so that way they can have some control over the internet, because the internet is a Wild West sort of thing, and you don't want PDF files looking at, those kind of pictures whenever there's other kids and stuff, it's inappropriate. So yeah, it's those sort of things, folks.
So actually, this library too, library use guidelines, it does say taking photographs. For all, please do not take photographs or videos of library users without their permission.
Okay, that's a please. That's an ask.
Wow.
That's an ask, folks. That's again, please do not take pictures. Again, it's an ask. You could politely decline.
Remember that sign that was at the library downtown Sacramento, and it said on the it looked like some commandments possibly, but it was like, this library is your library. Where is this type of information at? Here at this library.
Right. She looks so like, oh, this is gonna work. Like she looks like she look on her face, man. Like she looks like this might work by showing them this.
Yeah, we got something on paper with no laws on it, and we're going to try to enforce it because we're law enforcement. But guess what? It's a policy. You're not policy enforcement. Get over yourself, lady.
Yeah, not gonna work, dude.
Facts.
What? Let's watch Terminator shut her down.
We have a supervisor coming if you would like to wait for one.
Yeah, I definitely would like to have a dialogue because, like I say, this is public property. The only way that I could be legally and lawfully trespass if I commit a crime on this property.
I'm not saying you're trespassing, but they do have this posted.
I know that,
guidelines.
and that's just a policy. But we follow the law. There's no law saying I can't take a picture, but it is an actual law saying I can't.
Like, huh?
You get what I'm saying?
The supervisor can talk to you.
Okay.
Yeah, back up.
I don't know what to do here, so yeah, I'm going to wait for the supervisor. The best decision she ever made.
Yeah. She tried though.
More like
she did.
Public way if we're recording the library, maybe.
No, it's in the inside. You ever heard of ACLU versus Alvarez in the state of Illinois? Yeah. We have a right to film public officials in the course of their duties. Yeah, that's
like a library person.
Yeah, so yeah, there you go. Supreme Court has already ruled on it. So.
Like a library person, they're government officials.
They're public officials, sir, for sure. They definitely are.
Library attendant.
If you get a paycheck from the government, you are a government official. It's not a hard concept, folks. If you get a paycheck from the government, either the city government, the county government, the state government, the federal government, as a job, if you get paid from the federal government as a job and they're taking out taxes for, FICA and FICA and whatever, you are a government official.
Man, you can tell how uneducated they are too just by listening to them. But look at his face. Or look at their faces, like when they talk. Like they just look. Slow.
Here's the thing, Levi, is what I really want to see happening is all government officials, such as librarians and stuff, need to take an 8-hour course over a course of a year about their role in the government. Police need to take it monthly, 8 hours a month. Not just one whole day about the government and the Constitution and your job. That. Once a year for public officials, once a month for police officers. And with the police officers, and matter of fact, it should be weekly, 8 hours of some sort of law education for them, or 4 hours. Let's half that, 4 hours out of a 40-hour work week, 10% of their job learning the law,
I agree. I think they not only need more education on the law, but, They definitely not only need the education, but I think they should be tested or quizzed randomly. Give them a random pop quiz and see how bad they fail. Then
exactly.
Man. I mean, because they don't know the law, man. They just enforce it. And I saw that comment. Yes, this is LeviAudits.
Yes, this is LeviAudits. Yes. LeviAudits is joining us. He's now part of the Sacramento Community Watch network. So all of our links are in the descriptions below. We are streaming live tonight on Sacramento Community Watch, Reno News Now, and Xander the Educator. Once Levi gets a stable enough computer, he will be able to then throw his he would then be able to live stream on his channel with us as well. But because he's working off of a phone, the phones aren't capable of doing that. So, but yes, check out his channel as well, folks. So, but on with the show.
Oh, no, public officials work for the public, man. Taxpayers pay their salary, just like you guys. I do these all over, man. This ain't my first. I got over 300 videos of the same stuff. I know precisely what I'm doing. Sometimes the police departments come out and honor their oath. Sometimes they don't.
At this point, we're just going to do whatever the supervisor says.
Okay. Okay. I mean, if I'm going to be threatened with trespass and arrested, I'm never going to not leave. You know what I mean? But if someone tell me if you don't leave, you'll be arrested, I'm right out the door.
Leaving, yeah.
The person that said that is you for now, okay? Just wait for the supervisor to come, okay?
Okay, cool.
He's got him back.
somebody.
What was that?
They just want to be in control of somebody. Just wait for the supervisor, okay? Like, come on now.
He's got them so backed into a corner they don't know what to do. So yeah, they're waiting for the supervisor at this
He's
point.
still asleep. That officer right there, he's still asleep. Look how he look like. I'm done with this shit.
He's in plain clothes too, so he's probably an undercover, and he probably just got his undercover blown.
Y'all got me on this man camera.
The supervisor says, man, if they're going to threaten us with arrest, then we'll just leave. And once the
Hey, James, the Tyrant Terminator, when are you going back to Sacramento? Actually, Chief England just got back from Sacramento. Go back and take a look at his content. He's got some stuff out there. I'm sure he's got some static stuff that he's still working on in the background. But
a lot of
life,
folks, I'm working on it.
Life happens, and to edit these videos, man, it takes a lot. It's a lot of work.
You'll be under arrest, and we'll leave.
That's why we like these live streams, is we can sit here and together and gab and watch these things.
Right.
Make sure you stay tuned. I'm still waiting on the supervisor to show up, man. I figure I get all these public records.
Power our library, empower every Chicagoan. Our library, folks. See, it's on their communication. Chicago Public Library Foundation. So again, folks, this is a public library. It's open to the public, and therefore they have to abide by the Constitution because it's government-owned, folks. So their policy is in contradiction to the Constitution.
Yep.
Now, it would be different if Tyrant Terminator was harassing people while recording, but he hasn't harassed anybody. You've all seen what he's done so far.
Chicago Public Library, that's what it's saying.
While we wait, it's a lot of hurry up and wait.
Oh, they got Narcan there.
It's a beautiful thing, though, man.
Me too. Right here.
It's crazy, though. But it is what it is, man.
Stuff right here. It's a lifesaver.
Yep. I got 2 of them.
That's like 9 or 10 of you guys, man.
You all carry it.
Oh, on the same team? Oh, okay.
Oh, so they got nothing better to do, so they decided to all bum rush the library.
Yeah.
Big old pig pile.
8 in the car. Sergeant's on the way.
Yep.
All this for a guy with a camera in a public library, man.
It's terrible.
It is what it is, man. Y'all make sure y'all stay tuned, man. Are you guys out of
17. She is a sergeant. Yeah, she'll talk to you. She's a sergeant.
I was just asking what district are you in? 17? Okay.
See? You're so quick to have a fucking attitude.
Real quick.
How you doing, Sarge?
I'll be right back.
What's up, Levi?
I just said real quick when you said attitude.
Oh yeah, and herein walks the supervisor like she's the head queen bee here. Look at her.
That's facts. I mean, you could definitely read that off of her.
And let's hope she doesn't have the queen bee attitude here. Well, let's see what happens.
I'm just hanging out today.
Okay.
Just real quick, wanted to brief you on what's going on. Your officer probably talked to you already, but I came in today to document the library, take pictures in publicly accessible areas, making no efforts to go past anything restricted. The young man, the manager right here behind you on your left, had some, obviously, he wasn't interested in our rights today, so he gave you guys a ring. And all I want to be able to do is just walk around and exercise my First Amendment right to record in public, unmolested.
Okay. Just so you know, I'm recording.
For sure. For sure.
Well, I mean.
Oh, ma'am, that's against their policy. You shouldn't record him. That's against their against the library policy. You need to leave, ma'am.
I'm not. I believe that you can record in public, which means outside. So this is a private entity.
Oh God! Again, another pig who doesn't know the difference between public and private.
Slow.
Supervisor too.
Oh gosh. Oh no. Oh my Glanta. Jeez.
Vowel.
It even whether or
I'm not
not
gonna cut you off, sorry.
But
But
whether or not they allow you to record in here or not, if they ask you to leave, you have to leave or you're trespassing.
Okay,
So that's where we're at now. Whether, to my understanding, like, I'm not a lawyer. It's not, I didn't go to law school or anything, but
And yet you are a law enforcement officer and supposed to enforce law. They don't teach you the basics of law.
I mean,
they don't teach you.
I mean, you should know at least a little bit about the law. You're a supervisor for a police agency.
This is doesn't I don't understand this. How can we have a system that is labeled as law enforcement when they refuse to learn the law? So and here's what I've always said, folks, is being in law enforcement, you should have the option to go down two different tracks. Either you continue in law enforcement and continue to in like detective work and other things of that nature, internal affairs or wherever else you can go down the enforcement part, or learn law enough to where you can branch off into the law portion of this system. So by the time you get to a sergeant, you should be enough. You should know the law enough to where you are almost like a paralegal in the legal world, in my opinion. So you should be learning the law as you are doing this job. So that way, you can then maybe go into law, spend a couple secondary education in learning the law and becoming a lawyer and passing that bar test. But again, there should be two different paths for law enforcement. So that way, if something should happen to them, God forbid, they can start going down the law portion of the law enforcement if they can't do the enforcement part. So, but again, her admitting as a supervisor she don't know the law, again, and she's being spoon-fed the law by Tyrant Terminator here. At this point, she could be in loads of trouble and she don't even know it. But because she thinks she's a law enforcement, again, that she thinks that she's giving lawful orders when she doesn't even know the law. And again, a lawful order, folks. Again, folks, a lawful order is any command that is backed up by law. And if they're saying that he needs trespassed, again, it's not backed up by law, folks. Again, she's confusing public and private property.
My understanding, I could be wrong, is that
also, if she's a sergeant for the department, she should be a pillar for the department.
She just said I could be wrong. Like she's not even sure of what she's even saying. Like,
again, copsplaining. It's copsplaining.
What is
if you and I are
What was that?
No, go ahead.
Standing outside and I'm standing across the street waiting for the bus and you're recording me, you have every right to do that. Because we're in public.
That's correct. Even in the inside. Like I was telling your officer here, the Supreme Court of Illinois has already ruled that we can do it.
I don't, but if you own a, let's say you own a barbershop.
Okay, again, private.
Wow.
Crazy.
She's embarrassing herself.
And again, folks, this is a non-emergency call. Okay, so again, what this cop should do if she doesn't know the law is go, okay, I need to confer with somebody. She should go contact her district attorney, her prosecuting attorney, and go, here's what's going on. Here's the scenario. He's telling me he can't be trespassed from here. They're telling me that he has to go. And under normal circumstances, we get him out of there because like Walmart, but because this is a public library, are the rules different? That's what she should be asking him.
Right.
But no, they're not going to do that. They got too much ego and too much pride, and they're not going to do it. They're not going to call somebody of a higher authority to confer, and then they're going to, it doesn't happen here, but they're going to arrest this, they could arrest this person and then get the city into a big old lawsuit. She could lose her job over this because she doesn't know what she's effing doing. But I bet James the Tyrant, I bet she's a TikTok social cop influencer too. Oh my God. Did you guys know about that one social media influencer cop, was making statements, and she was like, she goes, it's like, if we're pulling you over, it's because, you need to get out of our way. If we're going down the highway, you need to get out of our, she got her ass canned for those statements, folks. You shouldn't be, you guys, cops should not be TikTok influencers. If the department wants to do it, they can go ahead and do it. But individual cops should not be doing it unless, I'm going to put a caveat on here, and because I know of one police officer, who works as a police officer, but he always covers, blurs out his badge, his anything identifies him with his office. But it's usually him and his wife are sitting there pulling pranks and shooting down shaving cream balloons, on Facebook. So. Well, yeah, he's a police officer. So, and what's funny is that, they use these like boom powder sticks with different, colors is like as he's coming home. So it's so funny. It's funny.
And you say, and you put, you can't have your phones out in my barbershop.
Right, because that's a private entity.
Right. Well,
this is public. This is public property.
It's open to the public.
It's public property.
Right.
Okay. Well, you could be right.
It is. I do these all over, so I know exactly what I'm doing.
Okay. But at this point, though, they've asked you to leave, and if you don't leave, then you'd be trespassing.
So that's something I would need from you,
sir. That
sir.
rolls into another they could sign up complaints to get you arrested.
Right, for
I
sure.
don't think it's worth it.
No, you absolutely.
I don't know.
You absolutely correct,
Sergeant.
Sergeant.
It is worth it to you,
And that's what I told your officers here before you got here. If I'm gonna be threatened with arrest, I'm definitely going to leave. If I'm told if you don't leave, you'll be under arrest, I'm right out the door.
Right, you're not being arrested because.
At least she's been chill about it all. I mean, she's not being a tyrant about it. She's being chill. She's just trying to cop-splain what she knows, but she's doing a poor job on it.
Very, very uneducated. Like I said, look at the face and what she's saying. Like she don't know the law.
Yeah, she's on the fence too, but she's defaulting back to her training where if they're willing to sign a complaint, you could be arrested. It's just one of those things where she's leaving it up to the library staff to violate his rights.
Right.
As you're recording, because I'm not exactly sure if you can record in here or not. I'm
What
not
good
even
is that?
gonna lie and be like, oh yeah, I know.
Okay. Well, I appreciate you.
The chickie in the back, she's going, I got it right here, ma'am. I got it right here. I got the sign. He can't record. It's right here. She's gonna.
You still got that sign, huh?
She's jumping at it. Oh my gosh.
Can we please speak to a commander then, just to make sure?
Well, the commander's not gonna come here for this.
I'm just saying even if you contact him.
They be acting like they so motherfucking important.
Or you're right.
Mm-hmm.
The fact that they want you to leave.
And it's actually in their guidelines.
Yeah, they can ask you to leave. If you don't leave, it's trespassing.
I understand what you're saying, Sarge, with all due respect.
Okay.
I'm just saying if I haven't committed a crime, they can't ask me to leave.
Well, your crime would be trespassing. No, anybody.
Oh my God!
What?
Again,
Here we go.
It's the logic loop, guys. Okay, she's falling into what we call a logic loop here, folks. Tyrant Terminator is telling her you can't trespass me from a public place unless I've committed a crime. Okay, so then she's going, well, the crime is trespass. So he's telling her you can't use trespass as trespass to get me out of here, just like you can't use failure to ID to arrest somebody because you didn't have a crime to kick off to getting that ID cookie. So it's a logic loop that they can't seem to get themselves out of. Never. It's stupid.
You to leave a place. It doesn't matter. If you go into Starbucks and
again private,
it doesn't matter if you committed a crime. You have to leave. Whether it's bothering them, whether I don't know you. And that's something you'd have to take up with like Starbucks Corporation as to why.
So what Tyrant Terminator should be doing here is going, okay, no, ma'am, this is not a Starbucks. This is so far removed from a Starbucks that the Starbucks is on the moon and we're here on planet Earth here, folks. So what Tyrant Terminator should be doing is this building here is equivalent to your police station. I can come into your police station, into your lobby, and into any publicly accessible areas and record, even if you have no recording or no cell phones in the lobby. I can still do it. You can't ask me to be trespassed from your lobby because I'm recording and you got a generic sign up there. It's the same as your police station as it is in here. You cannot ask me to leave or trespass me from the property absent a crime.
I think Tyrant Terminator knows what to do.
Yeah, he's one of the OGs guys. He's very good.
No,
Okay, and again, that's private property, but we're talking about public property. But I mean, since you're telling me you're the sergeant here, you're the highest officer here, you're obviously telling me that if I don't leave, I will be subject to trespass and or arrest.
Right.
Okay.
Right.
And your badge number, ma'am?
1440.
Well, okay. Where's you guys' department at? Because I definitely need to.
4650 North Pulaski.
4250
46.
4650 North Pulaski. Okay, thanks a lot.
You look nervous now.
Because I know you're recording.
Uh-huh.
Everything's in their library use guideline as well. So even though it's a
Those
public
are-
entity, I understand we already had this conversation.
Again.
For sure.
Again, it's nothing more than policy, and policy at this point, you are not policy police, you are law enforcement. If that policy is contradicted to the First Amendment of the United States, therefore that policy is null and void.
She been holding that damn cardboard for 38 minutes. Like, trying to.
That piece of cardboard would do you better, officer, in the ladies' restroom. It would do more to wipe your butt than it is for you to hold it and try to hold an argument with Tyrant Terminator. Go to the bathroom and wipe your rear with it, please. Thank you.
They can ask you to leave. It says in there, if you want to read this, I don't know if you would like to.
I definitely will. I'm always willing to.
Yeah, you can record
Yeah.
this. So
For sure.
They're considering your actions of walking around recording, which they ask you to please not record people while in the library, even though it's a public entity.
That's correct.
So it says down here, so any disorderly or disruptive behavior.
Again, a please can come with a yes or a no response.
Mm-hmm. It doesn't have to be yes. Or
It doesn't mean you have to. The answer is no, and therefore, if you're asking, if you get a no response, you cannot enforce a policy on the public just because they said no. Just like it's every cop's policy to try to identify every person they come out to. The Fourth Amendment says no. You can ask all day long, officer. It's your constitutional right to ask. I can ask you. I have the right to ask you, but you don't have the right to demand it.
Right.
Behavior,
Right.
which they're deeming that's against their guideline.
You know what? The only thing that can deem what I'm doing disorderly is the law, not what they can't deem it.
But
The
over
law can
here
only
in their
deem it.
I'm just letting you know.
They can make their own. They make
Yeah.
their rules.
It doesn't make it legal, though,
You
Sarge.
can take it. No, but it makes their rules. If like I said, if you own a barber shop and it says no cussing.
That's
Or
correct.
somebody comes in there and blah, 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 blah.
You're out of there.
You gotta go.
But because it's private, Sarge. That's private.
Thank
you.
It's still rules that you've made for that building.
I understand, but I'm sorry. I'm telling you the honest to God truth, right? I do these all over. I know for a fact my rights are being infringed on right now. And it's going to come down on you guys' department because you guys are here infringing on my rights on behalf of the public library.
Well,
So what's going to happen is if you infringe on his rights, he's going to have a lawsuit, not only against the public library, but that Darren supervisor going to have a lawsuit against you, the supervisor, all 11 of your 10 or 11 of the minions that are sitting there going, and policy, because guess what? It's all of you are on a federal lawsuit because none of you guys are stopping these tyrants with the actual laws and knowing what's going on. Just because you don't like it, and even if you are letting them get away with it, you're still going to be on that federal lawsuit because you didn't stop them.
And look, security, he's still in the scene.
Of course he is.
all I'm doing is they want you to leave, and I'm asking you to leave. That's all it is.
So you're just asking me to leave? Or you're not? It's not a lawful order.
I'm asking you right now. I could make you, but I'm asking you.
Okay. So do I have a right to decline then?
But then you would be arrested for trespass.
Oh, so it's a lawful order that I leave. This is the difference. Oh, okay, right.
Wow.
Well, you see how she's trying to play these legal gymnastics. Oh, I'm asking you. Well, you're not ordering me. Then Tyrant Terminator, you're not ordering me. Well, if you decline, then we're going to arrest you. Well, no, that's not an ask, then, officer. It's a lawful order, or what you're claiming is a lawful order when it's not, and you're violating rights. It's just. Lias 143. What's infuriating is law enforcement doesn't actually have to learn or understand the law. Yeah, we've made mention of that previously. We make mention of it almost all of our videos. It is infuriating that if you take a look at things in the law, it's law enforcement. Everything is law enforcement or police. There is no cop, and all these law enforcement officers are acting like cops. Linus 143, the government, ego, intimidation, and brutality enforcers never ever seem to understand that the bug difference between public versus private property. Oh, big difference. Big difference between public and versus private property. Yes, absolutely. And they always, again, because every time they get a trespassing call, 95% of the time it's on private property, and the 5% that it is on public property, it's usually because out of that 5%, 4% of that, of 4 out of 5 is usually because somebody's committing a crime to where they can trespass them. And that 1% is Tyrant Terminator audits, where he's allowed to be there legally and they're asking him to leave when they have no business to. She was obsessed with that policy sign. It's hard to hand embarrassment. Yeah, it's... Again, she's being policy enforcement, not law enforcement. You need to call a ambulance for the Darren. And here we got feelings, and we don't have law enforcement. We just have feelings enforcement because they don't want him to be there. Again, it's a feeling. It's a want.
Now, if I'm asking you, hey, can you leave? Because if you don't...
Can you?
Subject to arresting.
Yeah.
Okay. Well, like I said, that's all I would need.
I'm not trying to arrest anybody. Believe me.
Well, now he's got standing now.
I mean, you don't seem too bad, Sarge. But I really wish that you was more informed, because I think you could have de-escalated this a little bit better. Because, like I say, I have a First Amendment right, and you guys swore an oath to the Constitution, and you're not upholding the Constitution oath today. You're not. But it's all good. I'm gonna heck on over. See if we can holler at the commander or somebody of a higher authority, file some complaints. We'll be good to go. Okay. All righty. See you guys.
You all getting complaints. You all getting a civil rights lawsuit because now you just violated his rights.
Hey, you kill him with kindness, man. That's how you do that, man. You kill the whole situation with kindness. We definitely finna hike over, man.
Definitely.
They pulled up 9 deep.
I'm trying to learn that too.
There's 9, 10 all.
But not when it comes to
and deal with them with kindness, like kill them with kindness, with kind words and stuff. I'm trying to learn that too.
Yeah, it's something that we all need to learn. But whenever you get a Hoyt, man, man, I would hate to get under Tyrant Terminator skin, man. Ooh.
I think Sergeant made 11, man. I'm gonna be perfectly honest, man. I think she might have either made 10 or 11. But the sergeant, it seemed like we'll narrate at the end, man. We're getting ready to go over and hike over there to the police bar. Y'all already know we doing follow-up right away, man. We ain't waiting. We're doing it right away. So y'all might well go ahead and just hang on in there. Let's get it. All right. How you doing?
Oh my God, a camera run.
You want me to stay here, ma'am? Yeah. Okay, thank you.
I thought she was going to help us. She was just speaking. It looked like she might be on our way back, though.
Hey folks, I want to take a moment here to pause. Don't forget to like, share, and subscribe to all of our channels. All of them are in the description. I'm going to go ahead and start pasting them in the live chat as well. So give us a shout out. Leave a comment in the description or leave a comment afterwards if you're with live chat. We do have super stickers and super chats over at Sacramento Community Watch. We're doing our best to try to get everybody up to that monetization level. So any likes, share, subscribes you can give us, greatly appreciated. If you want to or can, fall asleep on one of our other channels rewatching this live stream, it's great. But, guys, thank you. And thank you for liking, sharing, and subscribing. But, thank you for sticking with us if you have so far with us tonight.
Young man that she's down there. Yeah, he's a sergeant right there. We'll see, man. I'll make sure y'all stay tuned. I would like to speak to maybe someone of a higher authority, maybe a commander, if it's possible.
Commander, you have to make an appointment.
To speak to a commander? Really?
Yeah, commander's the head of the
Okay, so let me ask you this: and this is District 17, right? Okay, how does it rank after the sergeant? Is he or she available?
You would have to speak to the sergeant.
I actually, is that one down here? Yeah. So maybe I can speak with him? Yeah. Okay, thanks a lot. Okay. Oh, I can see. Okay, cool. So
it's like police departments have turned into.
You have to make an appointment to speak.
We work for them now.
That's the first. Well, not really. They always say call in or something like that. But if he's here,
oh, you can't talk to him because he's much, much higher than the people that you need to be talking to. Like, we shouldn't have to start at a sergeant. Why can't we talk to the chief? You know, I don't know.
Well, the chief might be at their central headquarters. Again, this sounds like it's a district sort of thing. He said District 17, so
Wouldn't give a damn if it was District 45,000. We should be able to speak to whoever we want to speak to within the government.
I put that. Yeah, exactly.
Why would you have to make an appointment to speak with a possible commander that's here? She said the lieutenant, only way you can speak to the lieutenant is if you speak to the sergeant first. So I guess we'll speak to the sergeant that's here at the station, which here he comes, and then we'll go from there. You guys, make sure you stay tuned. Sergeant. Oh, pretty good. What's your name and badge number, sir?
Sergeant Lee, 1638.
I appreciate that. I was coming in, like I was telling the young lady here that I needed to speak to possibly someone of a higher authority over a sergeant. We just had an issue at the public library.
And he could have bring his ass from around the counter though.
That's what I was literally just thinking. Is he
Like,
could have at least came out like and met him halfway. Like,
Yeah, I don't. That's just not professional to me. He's
No.
leaning over
yeah.
trying to listen. He looked like he can't hear that good, so he may misconstrue. That's shady.
Playing games.
It's terrible customer service.
yeah, he's not taking any of this serious.
Yeah, and then you got to hear everybody else's conversation around you. Just not a good look.
No.
Several officers were dispatched there. Down here? Okay, cool.
Oh, there we go. Spoke too soon. Hopefully he comes from around the counter though.
Jumping the gun there, buddy.
Right.
Yeah, so like several officers was dispatched at the library. I was there exercising my First Amendment right to record, kind of like what I'm doing now.
Right.
And the personnel there at the library.
Wait. Didn't she say she was getting a lieutenant? This guy has sergeant stripes.
No, she said he had to talk to the sergeant first before the
Oh.
That's
okay.
why I was like, why can't he talk to who he wants to talk to? Like,
Right.
you guys should not dictate who we talk to. Like, it's crazy as shit. We don't work for them; they work for us.
Should have somebody from internal affairs come down. That's who should have talked to.
He didn't like it, so he called you guys out. I tried to explain to him we had a right to do it. So 5 or 6, 7, maybe 7 or 8 officers came first.
So far,
Couple
James,
more,
so
and then
far.
a sergeant. So the sergeant, basically at the end of everything, I was threatened with arrest and or trespass if I didn't leave the premises. I did try to explain to everyone there that I had a right to do it. They wasn't interested today, sorry. So I figured I'd come over, speak to someone that can help me rectify these violations, jot them down, get them all documented. We'd be good to go.
I wasn't there, so I don't know what you were doing.
Now, I wish you were there. It seemed like you know about our rights. So
If you were just filming,
that's all I was doing, Sarge. Literally, right what I'm doing now.
Oh shit!
I appreciate that, Sarge. Thanks a lot, man.
Well,
I appreciate it.
Oh, finally a sergeant who knows the law.
that's he seems to know at least some of it, right?
And
if he was just recording, he was good to go.
well, and at this point, we need him out there instead of him being a desk donkey.
Exactly.
The other lady needs to be the desk donkey, and he needs to be out there on the street.
Or at
Change.
least educating others.
I just wanted to document everything because there's a lot of officers and file a FOIA because you guys do have body cams, right? I think I've seen several officers with them on.
they normally do.
The patrolman.
Yeah.
Yeah. I mean, the sergeant is the only one that threatened me with arrest, so she's the main one that violated my rights today. But the other officers with her are complicit, for lack of a better word. I just want to put that out there. So yeah, we can just get some complaint forms and some FOIA forms. We'll be good to go.
FOIA forms?
Yeah. FOIA, just because I got to document everything. Yeah. And then if you can, if it's possible, if the lieutenant is available as well, if he or she is.
I'm the sergeant here. I take care of the desk people.
Okay, because she told me that the only way I can speak to a Lou is if I speak to you first.
Yeah, I mean, if you weren't happy with me, then.
I just figure I make a chain of command aware of what's going on. So it's all good. All right.
Right. I don't know.
At least that sergeant knows about our rights, man. You can tell.
Yeah, you can tell by his
That's
face
crazy.
that he knew they were screwed.
Would have got dispatched out. There's no way you could have got dispatched out that way. Oh man, we wish though. We wish. But yeah, so there's proof right there, man. So, but we just gonna document everything, file our complaints, man, all the way up and down. We got all their badge numbers and names. So, don't know, that looked like that was one of the officers that was there. Just pulled up in there. Definitely file a FOIA for all the body cam footage so we can see what was said outside of our presence. And
Oh, and that's another thing, Darren. I want to let you know, Darren, over at the library, is that when you call the cops, they still have to have that body cam rolling. So when you're sitting there having that conversation with the police officer and just ragging on Tyrant Terminator, guess what? Tyrant Terminator is going to FOIA that body cam. He's going to put it up online, and he's going to make you look like the fool that you are because you shouldn't have called the cops in the first place. You know? Just so stupid.
we'll be good to go. Y'all make sure y'all stay tuned. FOIA form, right? That's the FOIA or the complaint form?
The FOIA.
FOIA, okay. And then I just need a complaint sheet as well. Complaint, yeah. And another thing too, Sarge, you know, when I was there, right, they showed me like a library had like a bulletin with like a lot of things on there in terms of like guidelines and conduct on their property. So one of the shorter officers, she showed me, she was like, right here it says no photography, no video and things like that, right? And I was like, I understand, but that's it's basically is an infringement on people's right to record in public. Absolutely, every officer there was totally uninterested in the rights we had, and that looks bad on District 17, man. You kind of making up for them a little bit though, Sarge, right here, because you at least know. So. You know, we definitely want to put everything out there, man. Like I say, it's chess move. This is chess. It isn't checkers, and it's sometimes poker. So we got that sergeant right there, which is beautiful. Even admitting himself, it's a public space. You have every right to record. We wish that he could have been the one, but sometimes, like I say, sometimes you run into some that know. Sometimes you run into some that don't. It is what it is. We're going to get this complaint form, file it for you, get a copy, and we'll be ready to book on out.
You can either go online, chicagocopa.org, or you can submit your complaint by mail to COPA at 6 that address.
Oh, so you guys don't have complaint forms? Really? I need to, you know what? Well, is there a way, you know what I'll do?
Wait a minute.
I'll just fill out my...
This is the Chicago Police Department and they don't have complaint forms? He's bullshitting.
Right.
How the hell do they not have? You know, you see the show. Chicago PD.
Here's what it is, Chief. Is they don't want to do their job because eventually, you know, it's going to, what's the difference between mailing it in and turning it in? So, okay, if you're going to have him mail in a complaint form, give him a blank sheet of paper and say, here, fill out your complaint on this, put as much information as possible. Unfortunately, we don't have complaint forms, but I'll turn it in. Why mail it? You know, that's something that's supposed to be his job. So what they're doing is they're directing him to the website because eventually some clerk or somebody's going to have to put it in on the website anyways, transpose it, type it in, scan it in or something. But they'd much rather you go to the website to save them from doing that step. You're a government official. Do your job. That's what we pay you to do.
Complaint on a blank sheet. I'd rather document it today and hand it to you for a copy, and that just so I know it'll be on file, because the internet sometimes can get all jacked up and you never know.
You don't want to mail it to that address?
Nah, I'd rather just pass it right back to you. That way I know I left it here.
You write it down and what your complaint is,
and I'll give it to you. Okay, cool. Give me a moment. Wait, it's 3 o'clock. Are you getting ready to get out of here? Okay. Yeah, your shift? Oh, okay, good. Okay. No. Oh, okay. All right, I'll be right back, Sarge. Thanks a lot. So, yeah, they wanted me to...
I don't know about him, guys.
Oh my God, that guy just told us here. Florida cop rear-ends a woman with his police car while watching Pornhub. That was the headline I read this morning. Man, we need to see if we can find that. That'd be interesting. Oh my goodness.
Sounds like something that would happen here in Florida. I ain't gonna lie.
Hey, Levi, we're gonna task you with that. If you can track down that lead, at least get us some information on it. Maybe we can get a FOIA on a body cam or something.
Right.
Fill it out online. Right here at this address right here, but I'd rather not. And then we'll fill out our FOIA as well. So y'all stay tuned. All right, Sarge. If I could just get some stamp received copies of the complaint right there on that little card, and that's the FOIA. We'll be good to go.
So how are they gonna? Okay, you gave them a contact.
Yeah, for sure. I think I might be coming down with a little something. TTA family is real cold outside.
I mean, he had to review it. He had to review it. Like, let me check it. Let me check. Like, I'm a teacher and I'm checking your homework.
Mm-hmm.
He was like, I don't know. How you gonna receive it? All right.
See, usually in this situation, kind of folks, is he's supposed to take that and just give it right to Internal Affairs, or these people's supervisor, which would be the lieutenant, and the lieutenant's supposed to take it to Internal Affairs. Either which way, it's supposed to go to IA. But again, they're going to investigate themselves, and we found no wrongdoing. They asked you to leave, so you had to leave. They had every right to arrest you and violate your rights until the lawsuit comes.
More of the same shit.
Yeah, he really
like
reading
he cares. Yeah, like he cares. Yeah, like he's really reading it. You know, he's trying to find a way to excuse all this, and he's trying to copsplain his way out of it.
Yeah, to be honest, it's taking him a little while to accept the complaint. Like, come on now.
Longer than it should.
You don't want to leave your address, so that way we can violate your rights further. So that way we know where you live.
Right.
You want to leave your Google address and your location updated lively?
Yeah, I'm very hesitant to give the government my address. I'm very hesitant to give my government my actual phone number. But luckily, thanks to something that Chief England and Levi informed me of at the end of our last live stream when we went off air, was a service called Text Now, which, now I got a number for Reno News Now. So, we're making strides here, folks.
No, just leave a contact number just so, like, how does it go after the complaint is submitted to IA, or who looks into it?
Corporal looks into it.
Corporal?
Corporal looks into it.
Civilian Office of Police Accountability.
Oh, one of those type of entities. Oh, okay, that's even better. Oh, okay, that's even better. Yeah, they got jotted down.
No, he said that a corporal of the Police Accountability Department, like the Civilian Police Accountability Board.
Yeah, but a corporal's not really high ranking though.
Well, it's a corporal in the Internal Affairs Division. Their version of Internal Affairs is a public or a public safety commission or something, like a public affairs internal affairs commission. So their internal affairs is ran by the public. So the members of a public board. So it would be a civilian appointed officer is who he's going to be assigning it, who he's going to be turning it into. Is from the sound of it.
Sounds
That's
pretty
contact for them
ridiculous.
to reach out to me. Even for the FOIA, when those materials are ready, they'll reach out to me.
What do you want, a copy of?
Yeah, just of those two things. Yeah, for sure. Yeah.
Date and stamp.
So it's an entity outside of the police department. I feel some type of way about those. We'll narrate at the end. I'll tell you guys what I think about that. And you guys will let me know in the comments how y'all feel about that as well. So y'all make sure y'all stay tuned.
Return address. I don't know how you want me to do this. I'm gonna send it the same way you would send it in a mail.
Okay, that's cool. I just wanted
no
to.
return address.
For me?
Yeah.
No, sir. No, so the reason why I did it in person, because I just want to have proof that I submitted it. Sometimes when you go online,
there's proof.
Well, I'm just saying, sometimes they can say, we never got it, or we never received it, or your email never went through anything. Me doing it.
Or they could go over to the IT guy and go, hey, here's a 20. I want you to delete this record for me out of your database.
Right.
Here's a 20. Terrible.
In person on camera, it's just more transparent and honest. But so it's all good. And SARS, one last thing. What's the direct number to this police department here? 312 742 4410. And the
Okay, folks, you heard the number there. So if you wish to redress your grievances with your government and the Chicago PD, there was the phone number. We ask that you do please be respectful whenever you do address your First Amendment rights with with your government, because the First Amendment is a double-edged sword, folks. You don't want your words to be used against you, and you do not want to use any threats or force or violence. We never condone that here on the Sacramento Community Watch Network. So always, please, please, please try to be somewhat respectful, but you can do so while being very angry as well. So, please use your First Amendment responsibly, folks.
Chief of Police? He's superintendent. Larry. Oh, it's Larry Snelly. Okay, cool. I appreciate it, SARS. Thanks a lot. Be seeing you soon, sir. All right, you too.
I don't really think for some reason, I don't really think that he turned that in, that report.
Right, that went
took it seriously.
Because then he said don't you want to file? Don't you just want to file it online?
Or don't you want to mail it yourself? All I'm going to do is just mail it to this location. Wait, why are you going to mail it? Why aren't you putting it into an inner office manila envelope that gets picked up by, your central routing, because I'm sure you guys pass documents and letters and all kinds of things around all the different stations. I'm sure you have people dropping off things for other departments. Why aren't you putting it in an inner office mailer and getting it over to your IA department? Why doesn't the police department actually have complaint forms? Why are you pushing people to go online for these things? It makes absolutely no sense. If people want to redress their grievances, you should be able to do so in person.
Right.
This
is the Chicago Police Department.
It just goes to prove to you that you got to make them do their job by pulling their teeth almost.
Yeah.
I'm sorry.
I said, he wasn't trying to have it.
Yeah.
TTA family from the top. Man, we came out here to the public library. Do what we always do. That's to record in public to make sure our rights won't be infringed on by anyone at any time. Got a lot to cover real quick. When we first got there, man, you see right away, we went into a room that wasn't restricted, obviously. He was saying how the security guy met with us right away.
Okay, he's doing a verbal recap. Are we wanting to continue that, or are we going to call it a night?
No, we could pretty much call it a night. That was an awesome audit. On behalf of Terminator, you guys be sure to slide over to his channel, like, share, subscribe. Let him know we sent you.
Yep. Let him know. Let him know that we featured his content, and tell him he's doing an awesome job. He's one of the OGs in the auditing community. We absolutely love him. It's just wonderful that he handles that with such class.
Yeah.
Oh, that guy. Okay, he says it wasn't news. It was from TMZ. So we'll have to go head on over to TMZ and see if we can follow that lead. But thank you guys for joining us. It doesn't look like we had any super chats tonight, but we always feature them at the end as well. As we love the chats when you guys interact with us from the community. If you have any questions, always leave them in the chat. We'll be more than happy to go over them. We always like it when you leave comments, so please like, share, and subscribe. All of our channels are in the description below. Anything else you want to leave us with parting words there, Chief or Levi?
No, we good. Know your rights and exercise your rights. Always.
Right. Always record the police. No, it's better that you know the law better than the police officers do, and especially when it comes to auditing, folks. So, we love doing these things so that way we can educate the community and educate you as to what to do. Also, even if you are not an auditor, if you get pulled over by the police, record them. And even better yet, we don't get any paid advertisements from this, folks, but this app was created by fellow auditors auditing, Lackluster and Long Island Audit. Created an app called Attorney Shield. And what it is, folks, is it gives you a 24/7 access to an attorney anytime you need one that you're pulled over by the police or in a police interaction. It records the interaction and has a lawyer there with you, so that way the lawyer can tell the law enforcement officer who does not get educated on the law what the law is. And if they then continue to violate your rights, it is video documented on your side and not lost on the police side, or as withheld for evidentiary stuff. So again, folks, Attorney Shield, go out there and get it. You don't want to ever be into a place where you don't have it. So other than that, I'm going to wish you folks good night and thank you for joining us. And
Good night, everybody.
Stay safe out there, folks.
Thank you.